With predictions in full swing for Classic Plus, I've been reading tons of comments and requests from different corners of the WoW community and enjoying the equal parts cope and excitement we all have on display. But I will be honest, I think a lot of the requests I've been seeing end up being pretty misguided, because they end up being feature requests that don't fulfill the philosophy of adding more Classic WoW to Classic WoW, because that's how you get Classic Plus. Let me explain better with a straightforward example. If someone asks for more portals because they think the world of Azeroth is too vast and often not enjoyable to explore, then I would argue the perfect version of Classic Plus would potentially annoy them even more by providing more reasons to be active in more parts of the world, on their leveling journey especially. Classic Plus should be an enhancement of the experiences that already exist in Classic WoW. Noticing something small because you had to run through the entire zone is very Classic WoW. We shouldn't be seeking to appeal to the whims of the lowest common denominator. If you try to do that, you get Wrath and Cataclysm and so on. We know this. Blizzard has already tried to make retail WoW the most appealing MMO to the most amount of people, through numerous expansions and tons of data. But maybe we should take a more classic path. Obviously things need to change in the game, or otherwise what's the point of the plus in the name? But what kind of changes make sense? As I said before, enhance what exists and what Classic does well, especially fundamentals given up in later expansions. For example, when looking to enhance questing and leveling, the philosophy used should look at the two things that questing in vanilla WoW was meant to originally achieve: to give context to the world through independent and interconnected stories, and to hide old school minion grinding behind task lists. A super simple mindset: disguise the grind, but make the simple stories matter because they make the world matter. The incorrect way to improve questing is to think something like, the point of questing is XP, so here's a bunch of other ways to get XP, and then throw us things like incursions and claim leveling is now enhanced because there's other methods than before. This is missing the point. This is technically an addition to the game, but it's definitely not a plus. There are 1001 other aspects that can be explored through this lens, but at the end of the day, the philosophy of enhancing the root causes for the experiences we associate with Classic WoW is what remains important, not trying to create a wish list of easy additions from later expansions. I guess the point of this video is to say that as we start to request things as a community, and then call those requests quality of life changes, we need to consider the reason we're making that request. Does faster travel actually make existing in the Classic world better? Or do you just not like one of the fundamental aspects of Classic WoW? It's worth thinking about.